last several years, Anna Landmark and Anna Thomas Bates were cheese-making nomads. They were selling their wares wherever they could.
But in 2017, a successful Kickstarter campaign allowed them to build a permanent home in Belleville. In this month's Tastemaker segment, Madison Magazine's Andrea Bain checks out the Landmark Creamery.
Well, we are here with the Annas of Landmark Creamery, Anna Landmark and Anna Thomas Bates. Thank you guys for having us in here. And so we have on the table here a couple of the things you serve in-house. Can you tell me what these two items are?
So we do grilled cheese sandwiches with all of our own cheeses. We have 3 different types, and we can do a classic grilled cheese, or we can add some fancy condiments, mostly made by Quince and Apple here in Madison.
What's in this one?
So this is Pipit, which is a sheep milk Gouda, along with Quince and Apple's pear and ginger jam.
So it has a little sweetness to it.
Just a little bit. And then we always do house-made pickles. So these are house-made bread and butter pickles with a little bit of garam masala.
Cool. And you are a grilled cheese champion, is that right?
Yeah, so there's a fun competition in Dodgeville every April with lots of different categories. So I usually manage to snag a trophy each year for one of my sandwiches.
And this is one of your cheese boards that you offer?
Yeah, we do cheese boards in-house, and we also are happy to make cheese boards for people's parties and weddings. And here we have some Potter's crackers, olives, pimentos cheese, and it's a recipe from Martha's Pimento Cheese. She used to make it in Milwaukee. We have Tallgrass Reserve, which is our pasture-grazed cow milk cheese, and we use milk from Upland's Cheese Company for that cheese. Our award-winning Petite Nuage, it just got a gold medal at the American Cheese Society competition this past summer.
That's one of your kind of trademarks here, right?
It is, yeah. It was the cheese that we launched the company with.
Oh, okay. Great. And this one here?
And that is Pecora Nocciola, and that is a special 2-year aged edition that we only have here and actually at Harvest Restaurant in town. So in the back we have 4 rooms which will have different temperatures and humidities, and we age our cheeses in-house, which is nice because we've been nomadic for so long. We make our cheeses at Cedar Grove near Spring Green, and before we were renting aging space. Now we'll bring that in-house, and now we have the shop and an office, and it's...
All of our cheeses in the store are available for tasting. Anybody who comes in here, we're happy to cut a little piece to taste. And then we do some specialty things seasonally, like we have a little fondue kit that we sell over the holiday season, which is a mix of 2 of our cheeses, and we put the little recipe on the back, so it's easy for people to put it in a pot, add some wine, and have a nice little fondue party. You know, at the cheese boards for Christmas parties or weddings also, or something that we're doing more of these days.
So can you guys give me just a little bit of background on how you guys got started with Landmark Creamery?
So we initially met actually at a potluck with a group of farm women, a group that's kind of morphed into now calling itself the Soil Sisters. And so they do a weekend tourism event every August, but we kind of met each other at one of those first early potlucks quite a few years ago, and just had a lot in common. I was working on getting my cheesemaker license at the time, and we would just get together for cocktails every once in a while, and we're talking about how challenging it was going to be to do all the marketing and the making, and how I was going to get this business off the ground, and it just kind of felt like a good partnership. So with Anna's background in journalism, a lot of the relationships that she had with Madison chefs, it worked out really well. So we launched the company together, and in 2013, and we launched with the Petite Nuage initially, and another cheese called Anna Basque. And yeah, we just kind of taken off from there.
Well, congrats on this space, and thank you for having us in today.
Thank you for coming.
Andy's here now. The trip to Belleville's in order, I think.
Yes, yeah. They just opened. They are recently opened that place, and there are 4 new cheese caves that they have. They age all of their cheese in those from months to a year. So
That grilled cheese looked amazing.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You said it was sheep Gouda?
Sheep milk Gouda. Yes, and it's award-winning. You saw our trophies there.
Well, it's nice they have a permanent spot because they're traveling all over, and now people know where to go to get their cheese.
Yeah, and people that are in touch with the Madison cheese, cheese-making scene know about the Annas of Landmark, and people, they supported them during their Kickstarter campaign, and now they have this beautiful new location that they can really showcase their cheeses, and you'll see it on menus everywhere in Madison too. But now they have a place to call them.
Right downtown Belleville?
I think so. Yeah. Yep.
It's hard to miss.
I like that.
Yeah.
The Annas of Landmark.
I know that. Very
Go
classy.
visit the Annas.
Very classy. Andy, thank you.
Yep.
And you can read more about this story and much more in this month's edition of Madison Magazine. And we'll be